Oh, hey. Hey.
Hello. Thank you.
Nice to meet you too.
I have two questions as well. The first one is, was it hard for you to learn the language that you and Eric speak to each other?
It was not as hard that it was for some of the other actors that have to do it. Like Kristen speaks Swedish on the show, but doesn't speak Swedish in real life. I don't speak Swedish in real life, but Danish and Swedish. I'm Danish, if anyone didn't know. Are very, very similar. So it's a different melody. It has a different sound. It has different words, but it's hard. It's easier for us to pick up. That said, I didn't do it well. I had to have Alex record my lines for me. I sent him a long email like explaining, go to GarageBand, open this up, do this and this and this and this, and send me the file. And he did it every time. It was so nice of him. But basically, I ended up doing the lines as good as I could, pretty much how he said them. Even though I tried to play the part and put my own emotion into it, but I tried to say the lines as accurate as he had done. And it was all right. I feel like I did all right, but back in Denmark, people were like, no. You sound like a really, really Danish guy trying to speak Swedish. And in Sweden, I hear that I sound like someone who just came to Sweden from Albania or something. I'm like, what? I'm Danish. Why Albania? Apparently, that's how I sound. So. And I should have known that they might bring me back for season 3 because season 2 was bad. I could have done a lot of work between 2 and 3 and gotten better with Swedish. I didn't really know they were going to bring me back, and I hoped they were going to stick to the English. So I didn't do a lot. So that was interesting, and especially when we had to do ADR, we had some few lines we had to retake because of bad sound or something, and they like added something in there on an off screen. It was a picture of Alex or something. The frame was Alex was in the frame, and they put an extra line in there. And I got it. I was like, yeah. So it was like a Swedish line. I'm like, yeah, I don't speak Swedish. But yeah, we had Alex pronounce it, and he had done his ADR from Sweden. But basically, he was like something really fast. What? And usually when he sends me the files, he'll send the audio track, but also the line written out in Swedish. So if I can't really hear what he says, I can look at what he wrote and be like, oh, that makes sense. This time there was no phonetic way of saying it. So I was just like, blah, blah, blah. Is that right? Blah, blah, blah. Is that right? And we ended up trying to be as good as we could, and I went down, broke it down, like, I think I have it now. It's a word we didn't have in Danish, so it wasn't anything similar. And finally we were like, wait, Google Translate does everything for us. So we went on there, and it had the thing, it was like, yeah, no, that wasn't what I was going to say. It's a good thing we went on there. That's how we worked that out.
And the other part of the question was, in a different vampire series called The House of Night, they make a reference to True Blood, and one of the vampires she burns up, and she said, Godric made it look so much easier on True Blood.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great. That's the question. What? I didn't know that, but that's great. That's absolutely awesome. I guess it did make it really easy, even though it probably wasn't. Wow. Oh yeah. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Well, anyway,
Shout it.
you can probably, yeah, I'll shout it. Anyway, I just wanted to know, are you currently working on projects more in your native Denmark or in the United States because of the popularity of Godric? And do you want to shy away from Godric, even though he's brought you some notoriety in the U.S.?
I don't want to get rid of Godric, but I definitely want to do. No, Godric needs to stay around. But I definitely want to do other stuff because. Oh, you have more?
No, just a quick question.
Yeah.
Godric's going to come back and beat the shit out of Bill.
Oh, that's great. I want to do that. Yeah, no, now I don't want to do anything else but do Godfrey. No, I guess I want to do other stuff out here. And for the first part of the question, I'm trying to work wherever I can. It's not about, for me right now, it's not really about doing big work or anything. It's about, I'm 20 years old, and I've been given a great chance to do what I can, and what I want, and what I really love doing. So, and I want to get better. Right now in Denmark, this is where you usually decide, okay, I'm going to go 4 years to acting school. And right now I'm out here, so I want to get the most of it and try to grow and get better. And you get better from doing a lot of different stuff. So right now I doesn't really mind. It's not a big deal whether it's here in Denmark or where it is. So I'm just trying to do what I can, and I went back to Denmark this summer to do some TV, which is actually airing right now in Denmark, so that's fun. Having some people back home see this stuff, because True Blood it does show in Denmark, but it wasn't as popular as it was over here. And I've been working on my own stuff. I wrote a short recently that I directed, and I was in also with the guy called Johnny Simmons, and we shot it in like one day, editing it now. So I like being part of the creative process too. Leading up to the day of shooting the acting, when I can. So that's what I've been working on recently, and yeah, no, doing other stuff in Godric, yeah. No, because in Denmark, over here, obviously, everyone's like, Godric, oh my God, and when I meet new people for stuff, or something, it's all like, oh, you were great at Godric, you were great, blah, blah, blah. But Godric is such a special character. I don't feel like I am anything like Godric in real life, and well, to some extent, but I don't carry myself like he does and all. And in Denmark, it's not the same thing. People don't say, "Oh, you're Godric." They'd be like, "You're Alan. We don't give a shit." So, yeah, I want to do other stuff and be like, oh, this guy might be Godric, but he also does this stuff, and he can do that stuff. And yeah, which is fun. The thing I just did in Denmark is a totally different character. It's down to earth, normal guy living on the street, having normal life problems and all this stuff. It's easier to relate to. I don't have to go as far as to imagine how he might feel. So yeah, it's fun, and it's in Danish, so it's a totally different character. It's nothing, you can't really compare it to. So, yeah, no Swedish, no English, no anything. Yeah.